Hi, my name is Yuharu and I am a nursing student studying at McKay Junior College. A lot of people ask me why I decided to study nursing, and the only thing I can say is it was my mom's decision. Choosing where to study back then was a big struggle for me. I didn't know if I should enter a high school or a junior college with a specific major. My mom, on the other hand, insisted for a nursing school. Her strong proposal won me over in the end, and that's how I came to my school. I don't regret this decision, and I think it's one of the best choices I made. As a nursing student, I've already had 2 internship experiences at the hospital. Through the internships, I've learned that a good nurse does not only require good nursing techniques, but more importantly, a good nurse has to have keen observations and skilled communication method. Aside from that, I believe the most important part of being a nurse is to become a communicational bridge between doctors and patients, and can advocate for the patient's right to deserve proper medical care. I hope that someday I can become a responsible and reliable nurse to all patients. As you can probably tell, my parents have a great impact on me, as they are also my biggest role models. To me, a role model is someone who I look up to and has special traits that I want to learn from. My mom is very kind and warm-hearted. She puts her family before herself and tries her best to help people through the little things she does every day. On the contrary, my dad has a brain of a dictionary. To me, he holds the knowledge of a textbook. He is generous and always willing to give. He is the wisest and most patient teacher I have ever met. I hope that someday I can learn to have their generosity and kindness. Now let's talk about some of my hobbies. I love to play sports, I love to cook, bake, and I also love to read. I can't remember when I first got into sports because playing sports has always been a big part of me. When I was young, I played a lot of sports like soccer, basketball, track and field, and I even did gymnastics when I was in middle school. I remember the sport I disliked the most was table tennis, because I was horrible at it. I couldn't understand why anyone loved it. But recently, I got the chance to play table tennis in my PE class, and I fell in love with it. It blew my mind that table tennis was so entertaining, and I can't believe I missed out all the fun over the years. Other than playing sports, cooking and baking is something I enjoy doing in my spare time. Ever since I was young, our family have always celebrated birthdays with a homemade cake together, and I always bake the cake with my mom. Cooking and baking is fun because I love the process. It trains my patience and helps me take my mind off stressful schoolwork. Lastly, reading a novel is such an adventure. When I was young, I despised reading and thought that reading was so dull and boring. However, my best friend saved me. She gave me the book Divergent by Veronica Roth. I read it and couldn't stop reading ever since. To me, reading is very peculiar and unique for everyone, and I love how the same text of words can be imagined so differently in every individual. I don't get much time to read nowadays because of my busy schedules, but if I could, I would spend a day by the beach with my favorite book. This is all about me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.